Hello, happy new year, everybody. It is 2019, holy cow. We made it, we're here. It is 2019, the new year is underway. We have got a ton of new gear to talk about. Welcome to Rocksolid Productions. Welcome to Switch It Up as I get my pillars and everything taken care of behind me. Sorry about that. Was just monitoring things behind the scenes to make sure everything was working as they should be. Wow, we have got a lot to go over. And first of all, I'm going to kind of recap where we've been and where we're going. It is, like I mentioned, 2019. This is Switch It Up, our weekly look at the new gear coming out for the Nintendo Switch. Now, this week's episode is going to be a little bit different. We are also incorporating some Q&A if you guys wanted to discuss all the new gear that's hitting CES this week. Man, there's a lot of really cool stuff coming out from Retrobit and from Hyperkin. Both have had some really big announcements within the last 24 to 48 hours. Some of those I knew was coming and I couldn't quite say anything, and kind of killed me not to be, oh God, I want to talk to you, and you can't. Hope you guys can understand, but as soon as we were able to go outbound with all the information, we did just that. So, like I mentioned, Switch It Up, we do look at all the new releases hitting the Nintendo Switch in a given week. Kind of deciding what we're going to do with Switch It Up just because, yeah, it's important. Yeah, we get views and everything, but it's one of those that, is it something that would we better off doing an edited, produced show versus doing the live stream? I like doing the live stream. That way we get the interaction back and forth. Hey, Sean, welcome to the chat. So there's some things I need to kind of decide what I want to do with Switch It Up going into the new year. Now, a few things before we get started. Like I said, we haven't had a stream since before Christmas. Obvious reasons with the holidays and everything. Wanted people to focus on spending time with friends, family, and loved ones. YouTube comes and goes, but that's important memories that you always want to be able to take advantage of. Family first. You always got to remember that. New Year's, same type of thing. And quite honestly, there really wasn't a whole lot to talk about. So it was a good time to kind of sit back, relax myself, take a couple of days off. But we are back. We are at it here. One of the cool things I do want to show everyone real quick. So last year in 2018, actually it'd be 2017 now, holy cow. In 2017, my now fiance Ginger got me a Spice Orange Japanese GameCube. And this year, I don't want to say she upped the ante because that Spice Orange Japanese GameCube is pretty dang cool. But this is a Mario Kart DS that she managed to pick up for me between her and Adrian at Live Action Games here in Champaign. Very cool. Let me know in the comments, what did you guys get cool for gaming gear this year if you got anything. A couple other things that I did pick up is I got a copy of Starlink for under $30 with all the different discounts and promos and whatnot that are out there. I did pick up a copy of Smash Brothers thanks to One Up John. He convinced me to go ahead and do that. Other than that, didn't do a whole lot gaming-wise. Pretty low-key. We do have some other announcements in the future for those who did not see on Twitter. And I don't remember if I posted on Facebook or not, but we will be adding a player to the family later on this May. Ginger and I have a little one on the way. So probably going to change things up a little bit. I am going to lose my recording studio that I have here. I'm working on building a new one right now. I've got a few months to take care of that. But I do anticipate doing more live streams like this, more Q&As. And talking about live streams, let's get into this week's episode of Switch It Up. We are not going to go through everything as in-depth as normally, just because, quite honestly, there's just not that much. on 1 second. What the heck just happened there? Oop. Hang on. Uno momento. Let's see if that... Can you guys hear me now? Let's see here. How about now? I'm seeing everything come through on my levels here. Let me know if you guys are seeing everything okay or not. I may have to finally break down and buy a new headset. Anything? Testing 1, 2. I've got my stuff turned on behind me so I can hear. Okay, I can hear it on my end. Are you guys hearing everything on your end? I'm sorry, I bumped that. That's weird. Just barely. Let me check one thing here real quick. I mean, because all my levels look fine here. And let me see if I can hear anything on my end here. I can hear it on my end. Are you guys hearing everything on your end? Yeah, everything on my end is sounding okay. Let me know if we're still having issues. Okay, good. Thank you, Sean. And Robert, I see your question. We're going to get into CES after we go through the Switch games real quick. So 5 minutes, and we'll get to that. Don't let me forget your question, okay? So Bury Me, My Love, it's $4.99, and it's, like I say, it's not that it's a dark game. It's kind of a sad game where it's a story of Syrian refugees as they're trying to get out of Syria and survive everything that's going on there. Double Cross, this is kind of an anime-style game. Here, we'll play this for just a moment because I also want to see if the audio is coming through on the game because we were having some issues last week.
You are a special agent in the multiverse of countless alternate dimensions. Your task is to keep peace between them all. Welcome to Rift. Regulators of interdimensional frontiers and technology. Fight interdimensional crime.
All right, everything is coming through just fine there. So you can kind of see how this is. It's kind of an action platformer, very much in the vein of like a Metroid. I hate that term, Metroidvania, so much. But almost has aspects of Mega Man, really, in this. As you're going through, maybe even DuckTales and Darkwing Duck. This one here, it's $19.99, and you get 100 Nintendo eShop coins. Inside My Radio and Ethan Meteor Hunter, these are both coming from the same developer, and there's also going to be a combo where you can get both games in one. In Inside My Radio, this is $9.99, 50 Nintendo eShop coins, and it's a rhythmic action platformer where basically you are literally inside a radio as you are trying to progress through the different levels. Pretty interesting animation style and everything here. By the way, I've got to say thank you to Nintendo for finally getting rid of their terrible Nintendo, whatever it was, the producers program that they had. Can now actually have Nintendo content on the channel and not have to worry about getting demonetized. So this is Inside My Radio. And then there's also, like I say, Ethan Meteor Hunter, and this one is also $9.99. And this one you kind of play as a small mouse trying to go through the different levels and whatnot on here. In Ethan Meteor Hunter, you are Ethan, a rat that got touched by meteorites, giving him the power of telekinesis, freezing time, and moving objects around him. You can manipulate the world with endless possibilities, build the solution you want, where nothing is scripted and levels can be solved in multiple ways. With a unique blend of precision platforming and time-stopping physics-based puzzles, you may die repeatedly and feel like a hero once you actually succeed. And then, like I mentioned, there is a bundle that includes both of those for $15.99. Basically saves you $4 versus buying the two games separately. HoPiKo is $6.99, normally $9.99, 30% off. It is a speed-running platformer with kind of unique graphics. Again, not something really that jumps out at me. Combat Core, this reminds me very much of a... Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Of a turn-based RPG combined with Smash Brothers. Because basically you have different fighters and whatnot that's in here. It's a 3D fighter that sports a colorful mix of modern aesthetics and futuristic cyberpunk type of graphics and everything in here. The fighters come from across the galaxy, and they've come to compete in the Combat Core League. It's the Kumite, if you're fans of Bloodsport at all. You can play one-on-one and up to 4-player Battle Royale or team modes. It has a physics-based environment, destruction, and interactive ragdolls, original characters. Combat Cores can boost fighter stats, local multiplayer, and online multiplayer. So that's good to see that we're finally getting more games that use the Nintendo Online service on there. And it does have different weapons you can pick up and use as well. That is Combat Core. $19.99, comes out on the 10th. Knock 'em Down Bowling also comes out on the 10th. It's a genuine 3D bowling game where you can swing the Joy-Con controller to bowl. Looking at this screams Wii Sports to me. I mean, anyone who's played Wii Sports in the past, this is going to look very similar, but it also has additional frames, lanes, alleys, whatever you want to call it, that you can go and play different types of bowling games. $14.99. If you liked Wii Bowling, you'll probably dig that one there. Now, Outrun. This is one of them I am excited about, and we're going to take a second and kind of go through. This is one of Sega's arcade classics. It's $7.99, and it looks to be really authentic to the original game. The graphics have all been remastered for output on the Switch itself. I kind of wish that they had a video for this so we could hear the sound effects and the music, because the original sounded great. This is one of those, too, if you love Horizon Chase Turbo, is that what it is for the Switch? This is one that you will definitely want to check out too. It's very much in that same vein. If you don't have a Sega Master System or a Sega Genesis to play Outrun for $8, you could do a lot worse. Lightseekers, this is interesting. It reminds me of Magic the Gathering. It's free to play, and as you can see, there's an upcoming free download that will come out around the 10th. And I'm assuming much like Paladins and much like Fortnite, you'll be able to pay to upgrade your players as you go, or your decks and your cards, just like in Magic the Gathering. BQM BlockMaker's Quest, kind of another sort of, what am I thinking of? What's the, Minecraft. Kind of a Minecraft sort of game with some action RPGs where you can basically build your own dungeons and everything in here. Has that kind of Minecraft sort of look and style and everything to it. $14.99 coming out on the 10th. Now, Snowboarding the Next Phase, this is another one. I'm going to play the video for you guys here, because when I saw that this was coming out this week, the first thing that I thought of was like SSX Tricky, Shaun White Pro Snowboarders. There's a lot of different games I was hoping that this would be like. The character models remind me a lot of the character models in Paladins and Fortnite. It kind of has that polygonal shape and everything to them. I thought that was neat right there, where you've got the drones doing the chase footage and everything. It's a neat aspect to add to it. In some ways, almost reminds me of Mario Kart and some of the downhill snow and racing that you can do on that. Graphically, it looks decent. you know, it's not going to push the power of the Switch. The Switch has a whole lot of power. It's not a PS4 or an Xbox One for that matter. But it is something where, you know, it's kind of neat to see those action sports games coming back to Nintendo platforms. And for $10, might not be a bad pickup if you are a fan, like I mentioned, of SSX Tricky and of Shaun White Snowboarders. Clock Simulator. It's a clock simulator for the Switch. $4. It is what it is. Overdriven, Overloaded Special Edition. This is $7.99, and this is kind of a neat looking shoot 'em up as well that I really thought looked pretty neat in here. Going through it initially. And, I mean, if you like the bullet hell type games, like an Ikaruga, this is definitely something you may want to consider. Love the stylized graphics and everything that you have on here. I love the little wingmen that you have flying along with your ship, too. It adds that extra little bit to you. I'm curious to see if it does have that Ikaruga type, you know, black-white bullet safety, you might want to call it, where you can go ahead and be safe one way or the other. For $8, if you like bullet hell shoot 'em ups like that, definitely something you'd want to consider. Grab Lab comes out on the 10th. This reminds me almost of a reverse Dig Dug, where basically gravity gets reversed. You can bounce around different parts of the arena and whatnot as you try to escape and get to the end. If you are into those type of puzzle games, $4.99 will get you rocking and rolling there. Mamadora Revelry Under the Moonlight. This is $14.99, and it is an action platformer that, again, I hate to say it, but almost that Metroidvania type gameplay and everything that you have on here. What was interesting on this one was this was not on Nintendo's website itself, and often what that means is that the go live date may not be locked in, so this may actually get pushed back from the 10th as a go live date. But for $14.99 for this type of like I say, it's kind of that roguelite. It has that the 16-bit, 32-bit style graphics. Man, I hope that the pacing of the game, there we go, is a little bit faster than this trailer is. You know, you play as a heroine in here that has abilities to utilize a number of different weapons from the bow and everything. That looks pretty cool. It does look like the animation is a little bit on the slower side. So that may be a good thing or a bad thing, hard to say, but it does have that action RPG kind of aspect to it. And for $14.99, if you're into those games, there you go. That's going to wrap it up for what's coming out on the 10th. On the 11th, we've got the big boy here, Super Mario Brothers Deluxe, or Super Mario Brothers U Deluxe. It's $60. I know a lot Sean has said in here, and I don't disagree with him. It's overpriced for what it is. I would like to see this down around $40 because it's essentially a re-release of the original game for the Wii U. Now, this is something where you are getting new Super Mario Brothers U Deluxe and new Super Luigi Brothers U Deluxe. So you are technically getting two games, but really it's one game, just with different characters. It is the official release of Bowsette, basically, or not Bowsette, Toadette, which brought us Toadette. No, Toadette brought us Bowsette. That's what it is. New Super Mario Brothers Deluxe waiver price should be between $20 and $30. I think it should be between $30 and $40 because it does cost to put, to do the port and everything on here. There is some new content. But yeah, I agree. For what it is, it's overpriced. If you're at all curious about this, get a Wii U and go play the Wii U version because it's outstanding. The game's awesome. There's no denying that new Super Mario Brothers U and Super Luigi Brothers U, it's an awesome game. But it's definitely not a $60 game. You do get 300 Nintendo eShop coins. Woo. That is the heavy hitter this week. You also have Tales of Vesperia, Stellar Interface, and Hive Jump coming out this week. Out of these, I would say Stellar Interface was another one that was kind of that shmup bullet hell kind of. If you like Life Force, if you like Gradius, you know, those type of games. Oh, you're right. It is Peachette, not Bowsette, and it's Toadette becomes Peachette. You're right, Robert. Thank you very much. You know, if you're into, like I mentioned, the Gradius, Life Force, R-Type games, even a little bit of Ikaruga, because you do have the top-down aspect as well, along with the side-scroller. This is one of those where the soundtrack, if the music that we're hearing now is at all representative of what the game itself will be, soundtrack's pretty awesome. The enemies look great. All the sprite work looks really, really good too. Definitely one worth giving a shot if this is one of your favorite sorts of genres. $11.69 on sale, 10% off, normally $12.99, and that sale goes until the 11th as well. And then Hive Jump, like I mentioned, this one is $9.99, also comes out on the 11th. This is kind of a side-scrolling action platformer, almost like a Rygar a little bit, I'd say. We'll give you guys a little bit of footage on this. Or maybe the better way to look at it, it's like if Halo would have been a 2D action platformer. So $9.99 also comes out on the 11th, and didn't talk about the price of Tales of Vesperia Definitive Edition. $49.99. There will be a physical release of it as well. My winners this week, definitely New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe. I mean, it's by far 2 minutes, Robert. Give me 2 minutes. It is by far the biggest hitter this week. Above and beyond that, Outrun, if you're looking for a quick, pick 'em up kind of classic retro game, is awesome too. And then above and beyond that, the Overdriven Reloaded was definitely cool looking too. Ones that I would personally look at. The other ones, yeah, they're not shovelware. They're just not my types of games. Coming next week, we have Onimusha Warlords, Planet Risk 13, Yeek Postmodern RPG. Let's see, anything else? Holy Potatoes Were in Space, Build a Bridge. Mech Wars Desert Ashes, The Office Quest, Travis Strikes Again, No More Heroes. No More Heroes is actually supposed to be a pretty good series. Future Grind. Oh, that's supposed to be like a Jet Grind Radio kind of follow-up, I think. And that's kind of what we have coming up in the future. So that's going to do it for the proper part of Switch It Up for this week. Let's talk CES, shall we? Because we got a lot coming up. So the dual analog Sega controllers that Retrobit showed off at Gamescom last year, are they coming out too? Every indication that I have right now, I've been texting a little bit back and forth with Ryan from Castlemania Games. He is on site at CES right now. Excuse me. If you are not following him yet, I will type his Twitter handle in the chat here. Give him a follow, and feel free to ask him any questions as well. Let him know that I told you to reach out to him. He'd be more than happy to at least look into what's going on there. Now, what I've seen, and I've got to bring up my notes that I have here, because he did have photos earlier today of... okay, let's see here. Live video for you, folks. So, the analog stick Saturn controller, which I'm going to bring my screen down just so I can see a little bit better what I'm working with here. If that's the bad boy we are talking about, Ryan actually just posted information within the last, let's see, when did he post this here? Posted this 3 minutes ago, and April of 2019, it'll be $39.99. So there is information on that. The Bluetooth Genesis controller, that guy there, also coming April 2019, and that one will be $29.99. And then the similar Bluetooth Saturn controller, April for $29.99 as well. Like I say, Ryan's on the show floor right now. He's been posting stuff this entire time. Definitely very cool to check out. One additional thing I want to share with you that he did post is the S64 or the Retron S64 dock. That's what it looks like. And so you can kind of get an idea of how it's going to work. I do happen to have, I've got all the press releases here. So, oops, sorry, I just smacked the mic. So the Retron S64, it has a TV mode via HD port and a charging mode. And there's a toggle button. Charges the Switch while you play. Charges up to 2 controllers or other devices via USB. Compatible with wired USB Switch controllers via USB port as well. So good news coming there. Now, another thing that he did show earlier, man, I wish I would have just had him on here and had him share things from the show floor. But he was testing out the Nintendo Switch in the Retrobit booth playing. I just love this picture. Got Smash? So that is the new premium controller that will be coming out, and there is going to be both an N64 connector style along with the USB style the N64 style, the USB style will plug right into the Switch dock. So that's pretty cool to see there. You know what? This may be something they didn't mean to leak out. And I'll post this up on my Twitter page later on too. Look at that dock. That is a non-conventional dock. It has USB ports right in the front. That's, that's interesting. So, I wonder if it's just something that they have to be able to anchor it down to do that. But if you look at the bottom of the dock, there's USB ports right there. And that's something kind of different. Huh. Very neat. Any other questions about CES? There's been so much going on. One of the things that I did share earlier today was our video talking about the fact that Retrobit is coming out. I still can't believe this is a thing. They're coming out with Metal Storm for the NES. I mean, I was excited and looking forward to being able to play Holy Diver and to play R-Type Returns. I've played Metal Storm. I love Metal Storm. If you guys have not had a chance to check out our video yet on the reveal, I will post it here in the comment section in a moment where you can check that out. Metal Storm is a great kind of an action platformer shooter that it reminds me almost of an early Mech Warrior. The graphics are great. The audio is great. I mean, everything about it is just, it's such an amazing game. And I am excited that they are already, that they are re-releasing this. Come on, you. We're going to copy. And we are going to paste. So, and for anyone in the chat here, I'm going to paste my Switch friend code, and we're just going to hang out for a little bit, and I will throw, like I say, my Switch code is in there too. Anyone who is up for a little bit of Smash Brothers Ultimate, we can get some gameplay going as we're talking about everything that's going on. Let's see, we've got a flashy flash, so let's see what's going on here. All right, just people online. So I am terrible. I'm going to set up a room here real quick. Online. So battle arenas. And I will create an arena and bottom two Let's see, max players 8. We'll have 8 in there. Stage is random. Let's see, voice chat. Okay, we'll see if we can. Big fan, love your show. Thank you, Major Havoc. I appreciate it. Now, the one thing I need to do next. Let's see. We'll do rocks and today's date, 0108. And password will just be 3, 2, 1. We'll keep it pretty simple. And we will create the arena. Now, I am terrible at this. I will tell you guys that right now. By the way, Major Hawk, I see that you say big fan, question mark. So that's kind of hurts a little bit. But like I say, anyone who's got any questions as far as anything going on from CES, what I'm looking forward to, there's a lot of super awesome stuff coming out. As you guys can see, I don't have a lot of characters. I'll use Link for now. So feel free to come on in. We will get some fighting on if you guys want to do that. Otherwise, like I say, we'll answer some more questions about all the different stuff that's coming out. Let's see, what can we talk about here while we're waiting for some people to come in the arena? Let's talk about the Hyper Blaster HD for the NES a little bit here. So one of the criticisms or one of the pieces of feedback I've seen is people claiming that it is a ripoff, a version of the modern Mallard that hit Kickstarter a while back. I'm sure that it was probably inspired by it, but at the same time, that Kickstarter was never funded. This is not a collaboration between the two of them. So, I mean, I don't see an issue with it. It is for Duck Hunt only. Oh, great. One up, John. John, are you in the chat? Because if you're in the chat, you got to say something, my friend. It is for Duck Hunt only. They are going to try to see if they can't get it to work with other games down the road. It can work with other systems as well. You don't necessarily need just an NES. So, for example, it can work with the Retron 5. I'm sorry, it will not work with the Retron 5. That's the one that they say it will not work. No worries, Major Havoc. I just giving you a hard time. But it will work with the Retron HD. Hey, John, how you doing? And speaking of that is a new system that they announced, which I did not anticipate. John, I'll let you kick my butt in a few minutes here, is the Retron 2 HD. This guy is a 2-in-1 NES and Super NES HDMI clone system. They've had that Retron 2 for a long, long time. This looks to build upon that legacy and improve a lot of things. I know talking to several retailers, the Retron 2 was not one of their favorite systems to carry. There had been some issues with the controllers. This looks to have both the Scout and the Cadet, two really good controllers, so you should be pretty decent on there. I'm hoping that that's going to be under $80 myself. We'll enter into the arena while we're waiting on that. The Admiral, that's another one that they had on display at the show. Wireless Bluetooth, it'll work with iOS, it'll work with Android, it'll work with PC and Mac, and of course it'll work with the N64 with the included dongle. This hopefully we will have available sooner than later. And then they also announced the Captain. Now this is a more traditional N64 controller that builds upon that Trident design. I'm sure this is probably going to be $15 to $20, but they do have it in 3 different colors as well. Now, all of this we have covered in our more recent videos that we have covering both the releases from... Oh, dude, you're going to kick my ass. There's 2 videos on Hyperkin, 1 on Retrobit right now. This level's awesome! No, 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 no. Oh, no! I died. I said I suck at this. I do like how the fact that the level moves like the N64, or not the N64, I'm sorry, the Game Boy. I'd say one thing that I've run into issues here on this game so far is sometimes it's just hard to keep track of where your character is. And he killed me again! I wasn't lying when I said I was terrible at this game. So out of all the releases that you guys have seen from CES, what's your favorite so far? And, you know, we've got the Game Boy level here. The one thing that's interesting as well is the fact that HoPiKo again displayed the Ultra Boy, their Game Boy Advance, Game Boy Color, or not Game Boy Advance, but Game Boy Color mode. John, good game. You got me. Yeah, go for it. Not so friendly gaming. That's why I put my Switch code out there, or my Switch friend code. Oh, it was a tie? John, that was cheap. I didn't realize that was a tie. I thought that was... Oh, that sucked. Nice. So we'll play for a couple more matches here. Feel free. The room is Rocks0108. The passcode is 321. So feel free to hop on in. And we'll do one more quick. We'll let some other people go ahead and hop on in. Yeah, John, that was cheap. I had no idea that we were in sudden death. You and your coffee drinking.
3, 2, 1, go!
Oh, so I hit you and then I die? That sucks! John! Eat me. See, here's the one thing I can't figure out how to do on here is how to detonate the bomb. I mean, clearly someone set us up the bomb. Dude! Oh, I don't like you, John. I really don't like you right now. You know that? Finally, I think that's the first one I've gotten on you. Now, I have to admit, so I have Smash for the Switch. I have it. I'm sorry. Well, it's the Switch. Yeah, I've got it for the Wii U. I've got it for the 3DS. I now have it for the GameCube. I've never been into this series. What else do we have? Oh, so kind of going back to CES announcements. This one here, the HD TV cable for the Super NES, for the N64, and the GameCube. So the one thing on this is if you look at the port, this is actually the same port that all three use. That the the Super NES, that the N64 and the GameCube use on the analog side. This is not the same as like a Kirby, or a GCHD. You're basically taking a digital signal to analog, back to digital. I'm not sure how this is going to work. Do not think that this is going to be a cheap alternative to the Kirby or the GCHD. It's basically just a port converter, really. So that is the HD TV cable for the Super NES, the N64, and the GameCube. I'm going to change my character because I suck in general. So. Not So Friendly Gaming. Let's see if we can get you added in here too. Although you don't need to be necessarily a friend, I don't think, to be able to get in here. But we will check that. We will get you added in here, Mr. Badfish. Okay. I'm trying to get into Play Smash. Can't get my Wi-Fi. Not strong enough. Weird. Well, the funny thing is I'm actually streaming while playing too, so that's a lot of times, a lot of issues. Let me make sure that there's nothing else here. Nope, we're good there. We'll give it a second before we start the next round here and let someone else take John on because I suck. So, room is ROX 0108. PW is 321. Let's see here, too. I want to go through while we're waiting to have a couple other people join in here. We're going to answer some other questions that we have for things that are coming out. Let's see. Frank Dizzle says, I can't wait for this. Had his eye on Metal Storm for a while now, so it's good to see he is definitely one of those that will be into the Metal Storm coming out. Let's see. Sci-Fi Dude says he already saw the Scout and Trooper listed at CastleManiaGames.com. Yeah, shut up, John. Go drink a cup of coffee. I want to get a second one of each of these. The HD cable for the Super NES N64 GameCube is what I'm most excited for. Hope the 270p or 720p support means upscaling. If I can play N64 games in 720, I'll definitely get one. The 2-in-1 looks great, but I already have the Gamers Tech one. Password is 321, Not So Friendly Gaming. Let's see. The Game Boy player looks awesome. Yep, the Ultra Boy. I've been waiting for one of these, especially since the Retrobit one ran into legal issues. Let's see. Brian Walker says the blaster sounds like a clone of a kit you can already buy. The kit has a board that modifies the game code, and some parts you swap into your old NES Zapper. I can't remember the kit's name, but only difference I see is it looks like a pre-modded gun. I believe that was the Modern Mallard, and I don't believe that actually got funded. Badfish, there you go. Hop on in. Why don't you take on John, and I will sit on the sidelines for right now. Oh, we can actually do 3, so I'll hop in. please, be gentle. I suck. Okay, we've got Rob, we've got Ness, and we've got Mario.
3, 2, 1, go!
Yeah, I have never been good at well, games. Let's just say games. How about that? Ooh, no, 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 don't die, don't die, don't die! I died. I have to admit, that's probably one of my favorite moves right there from Mario, the upper punch. Or as I like to call it, it's the donkey punch. Checking the chat real quick here, too. I really think John's playing with us right now. Let's see, who won that mess? It's because he's a computer, man. Of course he... John, did I actually beat you? Wow. We'll do 10 more minutes of this. We'll see if anyone else wants to come on in. Let's see, other than that, now these guys here, while we're waiting on this to kick off here, the new wireless Cadet and Scout controllers for the Super NES and for the NES, these things I am super excited for, especially if they feel good in the hand. Oh, I actually love this level. You know, I'm hoping that they have similar quality to what the 8-bit DO controllers have. I like the fact, too, that they are Bluetooth versus being 2.4 gigahertz. Right up the poop chute. Oh, no, 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 no. Get back in there. Get back in there. Got him. Haha, got you both. No, just got eliminated. Hey, Matt, I will the code is ROX0108. The password is 321. See, this is one of those examples, too, like I mentioned, where I couldn't quite see where I was at. Oh. I will post the code and everything again here in a second.
I won.
Wow, second place again. That just means I'm the first loser. We'll give some folks a couple minutes, see if they can't hop on in. But yeah, the Cadet and the Scout Premium wireless controllers come in. Pretty cool. And again, the Ultra Boy coming out now. The fact that this has been a year in development, I'm sure that they're working hard to make sure that the compatibility is the best possible, that it looks great, that overall it's just a decent setup overall. You know, and again, like I mentioned earlier, we've got the stuff coming from HoPiKo as well, where you're getting, or not HoPiKo, Retrobit, I mean, where, come on, there we go, where you're getting the Metal Storm cartridge, the re-release. It's pretty flippin' sweet. I'm excited to see that. I'm excited to play that. I have thoroughly enjoyed Metal Storm every time that I've played, and looking forward to being able to play it some more. Now, one thing, too, is the cartridges themselves. They actually do look pretty similar to the ones from 1991. The labels actually now feature the Retrobit logo. So for collectors, it'll be easy to tell the difference between the originals and these special editions. Matthew, you able to get in? We're going to play another one here quick. Matthew, why don't you try to get in? And we will keep playing in the meantime. Oh, we've got two links. Now, I had mentioned to our followers on Patreon on Sunday that Target actually had a bunch of really awesome 3DS games on sale for $5. A Link Between Worlds was one of them, actually. And my local store didn't have any, but I was able to order one from the Target website, and oh! I thought I was going to die there. And I just got the shipping notification today that for $5, I will have a copy of A Link Between Worlds. Not nice! What the heck? Are my controls reversed? Oh, they are! Dang it. Oh, no worries, Matthew. Wow, am I terrible? Dang it. Well, I got my rear end kicked in this one. Nice game, guys. Say we'll do a couple more. Let Matthew try to get in here. Well, I didn't lose, but I tied for last, but tied for second, I guess. Yeah, I am not going to play as Link again because that was pretty terrible. So what's everyone's favorite fighter? Because like I say, I am pretty terrible at this, but a lot of it is because I just haven't played a whole lot. Yep, so again, ROX 0108. Hey, it's Nostalgia. How you better late than never, dude. By the way, our latest Patreon supporter, Nostalgia. Thank you, sir. I do appreciate that. Yeah, let's wait a second. Let's see if anyone else wants to get in. You'll get a win eventually. Yeah, no, probably not. And I'm okay with that. I'm just glad people are hanging out and whatnot. Actually, what I'd like to do on one of these streams is get a good game of Use Your Words going again. John Riggs used to do that on the regular about a year ago, and that was so much fun. So let Matthew, I know, is grabbing his pad. Mine's Link. I really wish so. Like, I use Discoon as my avatar in here. I wish you could fight as Discoon. I think that'd be kind of fun. We'll hop in here too. And we'll do another smash. Matthew, as you're working on things, don't worry. We'll let you in when you get in here. So what's Nostalgia been up to lately? Haven't seen you in a while, my friend.
2, 1, go!
Oh, I didn't realize that the level was moving, kind of like the Game Boy level we were playing on earlier. Come on, Donkey Kong! I was stoked to talk about the stuff coming out from CES this year. There's a lot of really cool gear coming out from not just Hyperkin and Retrobit. I'm hoping eventually to get back into some of the stuff that I did early on the channel with cord cutting, because I know that HD Home Run has some new gear out at the show that they debuted as well. I apologize if any of you heard that little right there that came out. Oh, he's going to hurt me right here. He's going to hurt me a lot. He is really going to hurt me. Yeah, I hear you there, my friend. Life is what happens when you're busy making other plans, I have found, by and large. I'm clearly terrible at this game. I don't know that I eliminated anyone in this game. Why the zero is frozen out on the code? No, Matthew. Because John and Not So Friendly Gaming were able to get in without an issue. Hey guys, I'm going to reset the everything real quick just to make sure that there's no issues with the arena. We'll set up again here real quick. It'll still be, let's see, we will create arena, all skill levels, visibility, there we go. Maybe the public. Next. Oh. Create arena. Next. Okay. Name the arena. We will name the arena ROX 1, 2, 3. How about that? Yeah, that Super NES RetroPie thing looks good. And password is 987. Creating arena.
Step into the ring.
All right, we'll let everybody pop on in. Who wants to pop on in? Yeah, the one thing I'm really interested on that RetroPie is whether or not you can dump the ROMs to that SD card that's on there. That would be really, really cool.
Captain Falcon.
Let folks come on in. Like I say, I will actually ROX123, password 987. All right, sounds good. Let's see, some other comments that we've got that have come in from today. Big John Diesel says, good for HoPiKo. I'm guessing they're updating their older consoles due to poor pin quality. That is on the follow-up video to the DIY, or to the Hyper Blaster HD. Let's see, Sci-Fi Dude 79 says, in his opinion, this is the type of product Retrobit needs to focus on. Along with the upcoming licensed controllers, he has Holy Diver and R-Type sets, along with the Jellico Brawlers pack for the Super NES. I love seeing classic games getting new licensed releases. I'm probably going to pre-order this one, too. Can't say that I disagree with that. So this is one of those types of comments. I love you guys. I'm just going to throw that out there. I know I need to... we are in the online, Matthew. Hey, Edgar, how you doing? If you go to... I can't remember how to get to it. It's the lower right-hand option in the menu that gives you the online option. I know I need to unlock some characters. Why did an error occur? Are we still live or are we no live? This has me concerned. Option in the menu that gives you the online option. The arena is not showing up. Let me reset it again. Okay, thanks, Nostalgia. Maybe I do need to set it as private. Let's see here. Create arena. All skill levels. Next. And we will do R O X 1, 2, 3. Password 987.
Step into the ring.
Alright, see if you guys can find me now. If not, we will wrap things up because this is kind of weird. 987. Yeah, everything's coming through here. Yeah, so there's one specific commenter today has been going on and on about how evil, bad, terrible HoPiKo is because of the Retron 5 and everything that went on with that. And, I mean, they've been burned over the stake for that for quite some time. But I love the fact when people make assumptions, and you know what happens when you assume that... So, let's see. Let me go to all comments. We'll share this whole thread with everyone while we're waiting to get people in here. View all 13 replies. Seems to me, and this user's name is RadRacer88. Seems to me like they reverse engineered those mod kits, which did the exact same thing and came out a few months ago, turning it into a commercial product. I wonder if the guys who developed the tech got any amount of it, knowing HoPiKo. Probably not. My response to that was the fact that my understanding is those mod kits were never actually sold, that the Kickstarter never got fully funded, which is true. That's the Modern Mallard one. Every product in this video is based off of someone else's work. HoPiKo saves money on R&D by mass-producing other people's ideas. I wouldn't buy any of them. Would have been nice if you credited the Retro Fighters and the guys who made the kits. Some people sometimes, to which my reply was, I'm pretty good friends with the guys from Retro Fighters, which I am. I actually emailed with them earlier today. I don't see any of their products anywhere on HoPiKo's website or products inspired by Retro Fighters. The previous HD Light Kick by Kickstarter was a group calling themselves Modern Mallard, not Retro Fighters. The Admiral controller has no similarity whatsoever to the Brawler 64. They're completely different layouts and everything. I don't know where you're getting this from. His response was, found the other lost. Oh, good deal. Hitman, that sucks. Are you guys able to find the rooms? Let's see. He mentioned that at that point. Okay, don't. Sorry to be a bother. Feel free to delete my comments. To which, and this is my. Yeah, I'm really PO'd about that Bears game. My stance has always been I don't delete comments. I do engage and try to have conversations. He made some pretty big accusation there. I'm asking you for more information. To which he said that's just how he sees it. He would rather support a CIA that invests in the retro community by developing their own... Okay, Badfish, good. I see you're in there. By developing their own innovative products rather than profiting from other people's ideas and concepts. I shouldn't have spammed your comment section with responses to people who are excited about these products, so I deleted those responses. Sorry again. Matthew, I don't know what to tell you, man. Why don't you do this? I'm going to, as we're going through this story, send me a friend request there, and I'll add you on. Make sure that that's not causing an issue there either. My response to him was simply, what are you basing these comments on? If you think of it, every clone console is based off an original hardware design, like the NES. So no one has any original product in that arena, and HoPiKo is hugely involved in the retro community. Please provide some more facts. And again, his response was, none of those products are original ideas. If Retro Fighters hadn't made their 64 controller, there'd be no Admiral. The button configuration is identical. No, it's really not. If the light gun starter hadn't been developed, there would be no Hyper Blaster. Hyperbole, he has no proof. The tech is identical. It involves installing a chip in the cartridge and is only compatible with Duck Hunt. We don't know how the Modern Mallard really worked. let's see. Maybe we can, if you can click on the icon in the top left corner, we can see the arena ID. Arena settings, arena name, Rocks123. ID 8MDMP. I don't know if that helps. Let's see. If 8-Bit Do hadn't successfully introduced this trend of wireless controllers, neither would these Hyperkins. If Pound hadn't started selling these HDMI cables, which predate the identical Hyperkin ones, neither would Hyperkin. If all the emulators in the Retron 5 hadn't been developed by other people, that clone console wouldn't exist. That's the crux of the matter. You know, I have no problem with people not liking one brand, one manufacturer, anything like that. Perfectly understandable. Put your biases out there. Don't, you know... I have working relationships with people. Found it was named Gary. Huh, that's weird. Oh, got another friend request. There's Maddie J. Maddie J! Alright, there we go. Alright, feel free to hop in, guys. To which my response, I mean, awesome, good deal. What else here? It seems to me like they reverse engineered those mod kits, which came out the exact same thing and came out a few months ago, turning it into a commercial product. I wonder if the guys who developed the tech got any money out of it. Oh, that was one of the original ones. Let's see. I mean, I have had an interesting relationship, shall we say, with Hyperkin. They've now started to support the channel, and they've only ever sent us one product for review. They sent us the Mega Retron HD. I have been plenty critical of Hyperkin on the channel in the past. I didn't like the Smart Boy. I thought it was not ready for prime time. One of the original series of videos I did was a shootout between the 8-Bit HD, the Retron HD, and the RES Plus, and the Hyperkin was my least favorite system. So, I just don't understand where, you know, I understand people are mad still about the whole Retron 5 deal. That was 5 years ago. It's like people being mad at Ford over the Etzel at this point. No, 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 don't die, don't die. So here's a question I have that I don't know because I haven't played the game enough. How do you perform a final smash? Well, and it's weird, Matthew, because you were able to get in the first time.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, time!
Give it your all.
Well, I guess we know his official name pronunciation is Ryu. Well, I think, who was it? John said that that you were able to find it under Gary or something. Let's see. Let me see if I can find it. Let's see. Let's see, Gary, I may be getting a PlayStation Classic thanks to my friend who got me a Dreamcast. That's awesome. Let's see. Found it. It was named Gary. That's weird. So do a search for Gary for the arena, I guess. See if that makes a difference. Let's see. I'm testing a GameCube and a Wii because I ordered 2 games, one copy of Metroid Prime, the other is Metroid Prime 3. So on the way, that's awesome. Metroid on the Wii was awesome. Let's see. The ring ID is 8. M as in Michael, D as in David, M as in Michael, P as in Paul. P. There, I just threw it in the chat. F-Zero X, but I can't find anywhere with decent price. Most like very expensive. You mean GX? Let's see, my mother doesn't like Alfred Hitchcock's Rope because of the very dark... I've never seen it. Never seen it, John. Never been a huge Hitchcock fan, to be honest. Let's see. Anyone else? What's the new password? 987. We'll go back up here real quick. Again, let anyone come on in. 987. Let's see, give Matthew a few seconds. There's Nostalgia. Go ahead. Actually, what I'll do, I will hop out so we can get Nostalgia and Matty J in. Go for it, guys. I will spectate. Awesome. Matty J, go ahead and there you go. And someone's got to hit start because I can't since I'm not in. Oh, Matty J's selecting his character. All right, let's see how this battle goes, guys. I've got my money on John. Excuse me. So Lucina is who I'm thinking. Ooh, although Matty J's got Ken, so this could be a really good fight. Oh, and they're on the ice, or no, the Super Mario level. This level's awesome. Oh, that black and white's awesome. One up John with 100% damage right now. Let's see. Oh, and he's getting hit some more. Matty J getting knocked off screen. Man, good fight going on here. Oh, let's see who can get it. Oh, one up John's got it. Is he going to be able to get it and use it now? Who won it? Who won it?
Farewell.
Can I control this? Yes, I can. So Badfish won that one. Good job. We'll do one more round with you guys. Alright, I will hop in. We'll get one more going here. Sorry, I've been dealing with stupidity in the comments section. I know how to mount a PS Classic, Hitman. Dear Lord. Let's see what else we got here. No need to... No, you check my channel. I have videos on how you can not only hack your PlayStation Classic, but how you can add your own disc games to the system. So Check it out. That's why you're a subscriber. Go do it. Don't do it now because, you know, we're playing and you know, view time and everything. All right, I'm going to play. This will be my last one. We'll do one more game between the 4 of you guys we'll have after this. I died. Oh, Hitman, there's nothing. Seriously, all that you need is you need a thumb drive. That's it. I was too concerned with trying to get the frickin' thing, and I died. Oh, I think I just got murderized there. Oh, that sucks. Damn it. I am really terrible at this game. Any game, really. Except for Earthworm. Actually, no, even Earthworm Jim I'm pretty terrible at. I think it's because I don't drink coffee. What do you think, John? Almost reminds me of Satan from South Park. Oh, not so friendly gaming. Of course, you're always welcome, my friend. Hey, I didn't finish last! Edgar, if you need a replacement drive for your Wii, Ryan carries them at Castlemania Games. How the hell did I finish second out of that? No, I finished third. All right, Badfish, if you want in, this will be the last one. Go ahead, guys, and I will simply collaborate. Coffee sucks. Holy Diver. Oh, it is out of stock. Trying to help someone. Trying to get their hands on a Holy Diver, and I thought they was in stock, and it's not. Okay, so it's Badfish versus One Up John. Let's see who's going to be the winner there. I'll announce this. You've got from the top rope, One Up John coming down. Can't make it. There he goes. Nice fireball. Badfish with the spinning sword attack. Cannot land it. They are in Mute City here. Oh, One Up John going for a flight. Hanging on. Here he comes with a good strike on Link. Right now, almost identical damage between both players. Here come the Racers. Oh, good move there from 1UP John on Badfish. Sends him sailing. Does not get a smash on him, though. 1UP John again sends Badfish high in the air and back down. Badfish with a good strike, but now back in the air. Back, 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 back. Gone. So it is 1-0. Here's 1UP John with the smash. His smash attack on Badfish. Hitting him over and over and over and over again. Badfish back into here he comes. But looks like Knuckles giving him a little bit of the 5-knuckle shuffle on Link. Our final smash of the night. Badfish with a good attack on John. John off. Now Badfish off. Oh, lands on the track. He's got the shield. Oh, he gone. We are all even up. Oh, no. Badfish got hit by one of the Racers there. Knocked him off screen. It is 2-1 right now. Advantage 1UP John. To very equal fire. Oh, Badfish almost falling over. He saves it. 1UP John with the sword attack there, receiving from his opponent. Badfish sends him back, back, back. No, John saves it. Oh, gets knocked off. It is now 3-1 advantage John. Of course, Nostalgia. Thanks for stopping by, my friend. Badfish gets one last elimination at the end, but I don't think it's going to do it. I think 1UP John's going to have it by 1. And he does. It is Lucas and 1UP John taking the win, our Smash Master tonight. You don't want to debate him either because he's a Smash Master debater. See what I did there? Alrighty, everybody. That is going to do it for us here tonight. I greatly appreciate everybody stopping by. This was fun. I think we're going to incorporate more Smash into the future of Switch It Up. I do appreciate you all coming by. Comments, questions, if you watch this after the fact, please feel free to leave them in the comments section. You can always email me, rocksolidmail@gmail.com. Hit me up on Twitter @RockSolidStudios or give us a follow over on Facebook at facebook.com/RockSolidProductions. Don't forget to, if you want early access to all of our videos, exclusive content, and more, head on over to our Patreon page at patreon.com/RockSolidProductions. For just $1 a month, $12 a year, you can help support the future of the channel. Don't forget, too, I do have my Switch friend code down in the More Info section, along with the link to our Streamlabs for any and all donations as well. I am Gary. This has been our final Smash of the night. Thank you all for watching. We'll see you soon. But in the meantime, we are checked out.